Hi, welcome to Raw Math. Today I'm doing a series of videos on exponential functions. In this video, we are talking about a situation where a science teacher gives everyone in the class 7,500 bacteria and a solvent. They want to determine how that solvent affects the bacteria, so they wait 24 hours. At the end of the 24 hours, each student has some number of bacteria left. So what we need to do is determine the rate of growth or the rate of decay over 24 hours for each student's bacteria. So the first student started with 7,500, and we want to multiply by A, but we want A to be an hourly rate. So we're going to multiply by A 24 times. To represent A 24 times, we'll use the exponent 24. And this is going to equal 540,000. Now, upon first looking at this, going from 77,500 to 540,000, you are going to expect a huge growth rate. When we divide both sides by 7,500, we get that A to the 24 is equal to 72. Okay, if we wanted to figure out the day growth rate, that 72, if we subtract 1 and multiply by 100, would be 7,100%, which is ridiculously big. But we're not looking for the daily growth rate, we're looking for the hourly growth rate. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the 24th root of both sides and get that A is equal to 1.195. This is a much more reasonable number. When we subtract 1 and multiply by 100, we get that the growth rate, the daily growth rate, is 19.5%. This really goes to show that you don't need much of a growth rate to have a huge effect on the overall number. For our second example, this student also started with 7,500 bacteria, also had 24 applications of an hourly rate to end up with merely 50 bacteria. Once again, upon basic inspection, you would think that the decay rate was huge. When we divide both sides by 7,500, we get that A to the 24 is equal to 0.006 repeat, which means the daily decay rate is 0.7%, but we want the hourly. So once again, we will take the 24th root of both sides and get that A is equal to 0.812. When we subtract 1, we'll get a negative, but we won't use that negative. That negative means decay, and you don't want both the negative and the word decay, so we're just going to use the words to describe the fact that this is decay versus a negative on the number. So when we subtract 1 and multiply by 100, we get 18.8% decay. I always make sure to write decay because otherwise you assume it's growth. You assume a positive means growth. I use decay because this isn't growth, it's actually going down, and I didn't put the negative, so I make sure to use the word decay. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, like my Facebook page, and I'll see you on the next video. Thanks!